Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yellow.
Let's go.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And going. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 21. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, echo. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50. Go. Ready.
Throwing his lock on third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Let's go. Let's do it. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. They didn't get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, it's Grant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey. Check 59. Mike is safe. Do. 5.
Now Locke throwing on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Let's go, little lady. Hey, 43.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 99, check 99.
Check hot route. Hot.
On first down, Grant. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Corey Grant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 24, Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
53 is the mic. Go. 53 is the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taylor Gabriel, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. Get this worm on. Dude, fellas, let's go. Attack.
From the 40 now on second down. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Go. 10-2 stop.
I got it.
Buzz. Hey. Mike 50. Pick it up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight dog. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Sam on.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Go.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Lindsey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, we got to get this stop here, team. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, Sunday.
Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Under 10, under 10, 10. 15. Mike 5-4.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Watkins, the intended receiver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, Locke. And Miller with it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Lindsey. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go. Check. Fresno.
Greystone travel.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Yes. Hey, Orbit. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Shoot.
Locke taking the snap and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, Grant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Motion out of the backfield.
Now a give, right side. It's Grant. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And their first down, Chiefs.
54.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Adam Gotsis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, exit. Fire.
Block now on 1st down. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
We own it. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check, 59, 59.
Go.
Situation, let's go. Check 59, Mike.
Check, go.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Yo, cheetah.
Mike, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, check, 59, 59.
Yep.
Switch. Check 50.
Locke looks to throw it again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll run on first down. Grant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
54's Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 27-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike 50, yo. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike's 50.
Look at me. Zipper.
Bring it.
Hey, high 7.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
To throw it is Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
50's the mic. 50's the
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Motion. Hey, Joel.
Back to throw, Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 20! And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Armani Watts. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Yellow! I got little lady!
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one